So we come now to our final piece. It's also a Tillana, but it's a very unusual one. What you saw is a standard Tillana with only one short lyric towards the end, and most of it is syllables associated, like dim, dim, nadar, dim, that are associated with the Tillana form. This one is, it alternates, the Tillana lyrics alternate with verses from an ancient text called Vaaranam Aiyiram, written by the 8th century Tamil Vaishnavite saint Andal, who was a female. Andal was so deeply in love with Lord Krishna that she thought of him as her husband. Could I ask for some quiet? I know it's the last piece, but it would be helpful. Thank you. So Andal was so deeply in love with Lord Krishna that she thought of him as her husband. In the verses of the Vaaranam Aiyiram, she tells her friends about her dream of getting married to her Lord. We are not using all of the verses, we're using 4 of them. In the first verse depicted in this Tillana, she describes how her Lord entered into the city accompanied by 1,000 elephants, with the streets strewn with flowers and the town decorated with flower garlands. In the second verse, she tells her friend how tomorrow has been fixed for the wedding day, and her Lord, who is none other than Madhava or Govinda, will enter the wedding pandal. In the third verse, Andal describes how, to the accompaniment of drumming and the blowing of conches, her Lord took her hand in marriage. In the final verse, Andal describes how, in her dream, she saw the wedding ceremony in which kumkum and sandalwood was applied by the attendants to herself and her Lord, how they garlanded each other and were showered with the ceremonial bath. Between each of these verses, the vigorous and lively movements of the Tillana is danced. So this evening's program 1 concludes with Vaaranam Aiyiram Tillana, performed by Kulanivedanam senior dancers, Niranjana Shashikumar as Andal, with Arushi Kumar, Nilla Kondi, Ameya Nath, and Sophia Patra as her beloved, multiple beloved Krishnas. We present Vaaranam Aiyiram Tillana. Please stay in your seats until the end, and I will thank you and say goodbye to you at the end. Thank you.
பூரண போடும் நானேவது வளம் செய்து நாடுக்கு பாதைக்கு பரிசுடை பந்தக்கு கோணரில் மாதவன் சங்கம் நின்றூத மத்தடம் கொண்ட வரி சங்கம் நின்றூத முத்துடை தாமம் நிறதாழ்ந்த பந்த மைத்துனந்தம் மதுசூதனன் வந்தென்னை கைத்தகம் குங்குமம் மங்களமே வதம் செய்த மனமே அங்கவனோடு உடன் செல்வகாலைமே மங்களமாட கலாகந்தே கோரி Dinta 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 dinta
Fabulous. Very, very good. Well, this group has 3 seniors to whom I have to say goodbye, which is always sad because, Amaya started when she was 5, Nila, 5. So I've known them for a long time. So closest to me is Amaya Nath. And she is going to Boston University. Nilakandi in the back. She is attending Vanderbilt. In the center is Niranjana Shashikumar. Niranjana grew up in Coimbatore, did her Arangetram there, did her undergrad there, and then her master's at Duke, and she works at Vanderbilt University, and her coming to Nashville is such a blessing for us. And then at the back is Arushi Kumar, who is going to University of Southern California for a double major in neurobiology or neuroscience and flute performance. She's an amazing flutist. And on the other side is Sophia Patra, who will be with us for another 2 years, I hope. All right. Thank you, dancers, for giving us such a fabulous conclusion to this first program. Appreciate it. Thank you. So at this point, I would like to stay in your seats just now for a second, please. There are a number of people I would like to thank. Of course, the Sri Ganesha Temple. I would like to thank all of the parents for putting their children in this extraordinary art form, for bringing them to class, for helping them get dressed up for today, for encouraging them, for all the things that parents do to expose their children to a wide variety of very important extracurricular activities. And thank you to the parents also for your kindness and your wonderful communication with me. I appreciate that. Thank you to those who have assisted us today. Dr. Mahadevan has been on the sound today. But of course, he was here all day yesterday and with me this morning to set up everything. And I'm always grateful to him, not only for what he does during the annual day, but for his guidance in terms of music and translation of lyrics, and for sharing our mutual love of these classical arts. On lights has been my dear friend and also a Kalanivedam student who has danced in previous annual days, Nikki Ripwright, and she's become a master of lighting. I want to thank Scott Regal. He was the one who helped the temple install all of the lightings and sound, and we had some trouble last year with our lighting, and I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen again. So Scott came yesterday to check out all the lights, changed out some bulbs, and I asked him to be here today for this first program to assist us and make sure that there were no problems. So thank you so much, Scott. And Ananya Arcot, a senior disciple, has been on the side assisting with the students. Also to the parents who are helping with getting our dinner served, and to Hyderabad House and the Shetkar family for providing the meals. So as you leave, the lights will come on. Please leave only through that back door, and I believe the boxes of food should be available. So pick up a box. Kindly don't take home for people who did not come to the concert. We don't have enough to feed all your families, but exit out that way, and there will be also water. And thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you being here. Thank you.